these days takes you around the globe. As we leave the colder conditions of Melbourne, preparations become somewhat different as you travel up to the warmer climate up north. So sit back, relax, and come and enjoy the ride with the doggies. Diet is a very important aspect of an AFL player's life, and it becomes even more important when we travel interstate, especially the plane food. And who better to talk about that than our food expert, Paul Hudson.
Yeah, we've got a dietitian who organises all the meals that go on the plane and meet the requirements of what we're meant to eat. We've got a little bit of muesli here, a couple of bread rolls, just juice.
Sometimes flying can become pretty dull and boring, especially if there's not a good movie on. So this is a different way the boys try and fill in their time. Okay, we've got Chris Grant and Luke Darcy sitting up here in first class, guys. You must really enjoy the extra space you do get up in this area.
It's one of the benefits of being tall, Brad. You get to fly first class, but unfortunately we get the same meals, mate, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, when we went to Cairns earlier in the year, we had some of our running players especially do some work in a heat chamber before we travelled. This time going to Brisbane is not as far north, obviously, so the humidity is not such a factor. And also we're in the middle of the season, so it's been a bit harder to schedule sessions in the chamber.
You went in there and obviously you don't sweat too much. Is that because you've got that North American flavour or South American even?
South American.
Travelling to Brisbane for this Sunday's game, there's no heat chamber, but the club has indicated to the players to keep their fluid intake up.
I've got the water handy, mate, so I'll be loading up for the weekend. You know, you just try and prepare as best you can, Brad. Doing everything I can to make sure I'm right.
On arrival in Brisbane, the club likes to train nearly exactly the same time as what we'll play the next day. So when we get there, we'll pull on the boots straight away, go out and have a light run. Player comfort is very important, so therefore the club will make sure they pack plenty of ice vests and most importantly, plenty of ice for those beautiful ice baths after a hot day in the Brisbane sun.
When we're worried about dehydration being a factor, we establish a base weight for them a couple of days before the game. Then we try and hydrate them above that at the start of the game. We'd like them to be 1 kilogram above their base weight before the game starts. And then we monitor during the game also their body weight. And if we get more than 2 kilograms below their base body weight during the game, then we'd modify how much game time they'd have. Well, I hope that gives you a pretty good idea on how the Bulldogs prepare for an interstate trip. We had a great result in Cairns, and we're looking for an even better result this weekend when we take on the Lions in Brisbane.